Hello, friends. How are you? Today I'm starting a new series where I'll solve as much as I can the SQL problem. Also, try to solve some problems using pandas. Uh, you know my previous series where I have shared more about SQL and its functionality and everything in Hindi, but today I'm starting a new series which is in English. So you can refer that particular series as well. And here you will find more SQL problem solutions, so it will be good for your practice as well. So today the first problem I am solving on a platform called StrataScratch. There you can practice for your coding, for SQL and scripting, all related problems. So here you have to take premium to get all kind of help for the solution. Otherwise, there are you can solve the questions without premium as well, but not for every question you will find the solution. This is a free solution where you will find the what is the expected output and your solution if it's correct or not. So this is a hard level problem. It's called market campaign success advance. The problem is you have the campaign table, which is right below here, which has user id created it. It's a date of when we started the purchase, the product id related to purchase, the quantity and the price. So the question is, you have the marketing campaign table which record in-app purchases by user making their first in-app purchase, enter a marketing campaign where they see call to action for more purchases, find out how many user made additional purchases due to campaign success. So it is trying to say that, and when a user made their first purchase, they directly enter into the marketing campaign, and after that whatever they buy it because of that marketing campaign. So we want to find out how many user made that additional purchase after their first purchase. So in the that means how many users has done their purchase because of that campaign. So next it is mentioned that the campaign start one day after the first purchase. So the moment a user made a purchase, next since from the next day he or she is in the campaign. User with only one or multiple purchase on the first day do not count, or nor do user who later buy only the same product from the first day. So what he trying to say that if a user just purchase any product or multiple product on first day and then after they didn't buy anything, so they will not be considered, nor those users who bought after the first day but they bought the same product, so they cannot be considered for this particular problem as well. So how I'll do it, I'll first find out the users who made their first purchase and what was the first purchase date. It will help me to compare later with the other dates, so I can filter out the users who filter out the user who didn't buy after their first purchase and whatever the product they have bought. So let's start. So first I'll write the query for finding the first day of their purchase. Select user id, and since I want to find out the first day of their purchase, so I will use min function. Min on created at as first purchase from marketing campaign. And because we are using an aggregation, so we will use group by user id, sorry. Now if I run it, we can find out the first day of every user's purchase date. So this is the first for user id 10. This is 1st January 2019, and so on for other users. Now we have the first purchase date for every user, and we'll keep it in a CTE so we can use it later. I will give it a name with purchase before campaign, campaign as a. Now we have to find out those user who have bought after their first purchase. Since it is mentioned here, user who with only one purchase multiple day on first day do not count. So we don't want the user who had just made their first purchase and then disappeared. So for that, I'll use again that particular table and then join it with this particular CT to filter out that. So we'll use select m dot user id. I'm using alias for the table. I'll mention that later. User id from marketing campaign, marketing campaign m. I'll do inner join, just the matching user id, not need extra any kind of user information, just who are matching with it. I'll join it with this particular table. So I copy it with p on m dot user id. Since I'm doing inner join, so I need only same user information to user id dot p dot, sorry, here user id equals p dot user id same, and I'll use this particular thing in filter where, since we want the date after the first purchase, if that won't happen, there's no use for this particular join. So I'll use where m dot created at is greater than p dot first purchase. So we will get all those users who have made purchase after their first purchase, right? Now one filter also they required, which is same product from their first day. We do not want those users who made a second or third purchase after their first purchase, but they bought the same product. We want those users who have bought different product when they have done this on their second purchase or third purchase, but the product should not be the same as their first day. So for what I will do, and m dot product, sorry, m dot product id not in, not in, I'll use a subquery here, not in, select select product id from same table. I'll use marketing campaign, marketing campaign where user id is equal to m dot user id. I'm kind of comparing with this particular table again with this. So that's why for one I'm giving the alias where I have already given the alias of marketing campaign m, and I'm again using this table without any alias. And sorry, and created at equals to p dot first first purchase. Now what I've done, I've mentioned in the filter that m dot product id not in what, select here the, this query will what will do, it will select the product id from marketing campaign table where user id of this table is equal to user id of marketing campaign. That means the user id we have gotten here, it will compare this and only give the record that, and then created at equals to p dot first. That means the first purchase date should be equal to their created at or their purchase date. So that what it will give, when it compare the same, it will find the same user with same date. That means the purchase product id will be same, because this is what it is saying, that we do not want that the users who have bought the same product in their second or third purchase as well. So for that we can only compare it by their first purchase. If someone bought a product id of 201 on their first purchase, and they are doing on their second purchase also buying 201, so for that only way to find out by make give assigning this particular filtration, so it will give that particular thing. Now we have to filter out those things, that's why I use here not in, so it will exclude those users and it will give only users who have the product different from the first purchase. So if I run it, I'll get the, sorry, you have an error of not in, I think I have made mistake somewhere, not in, select product id, you have an error, so you check the right syntax to use near not in. Okay, not in, select from, and first purchase, this is right, but then m dot user id, this is good, market from marketing campaign, m inner join purchase before campaign, name is right, purchase of p, m dot user id and p dot user id, where m dot created at is greater than p dot first purchase, everything is fine, then join purchase before campaign. Seems right. What is the problem here? Maybe something here. Right syntax not in at line 1. Mm, users. This is okay. 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 So it seems like it was a naming related issue, because I just may renamed it here. So now we have those users who have made their second purchase or third purchase, I mean after their first purchase they have made some purchases and without repeating the same product, you can see that they are repeating it themselves. So because we want just total users, so we will use here distinct. So we will not repeat their information, we just wanted unique users. And because we want total, so we'll use count. So count distinct user id as total users. So it will give us a total number of users who made their purchases after their first purchase. And if I check it with the solution, so our solution is correct. If it is incorrect, here the background will be red, but it is correct, 23. So this is what solution. So basically the tricky part was here, because once you will find the first purchase date, you can easily compare with the other date and find out those users who have paid their purchase after their first purchase. But the tricky part was to exclude the users who have bought the same product. So what I have used, I have mentioned earlier also, that I found the first that users should be same, and their purchase date should be equal to the first purchase date. So when we will apply this criteria, we, we are making a particular situation where we will find the same product which I bought on the first day, and then I bought after that day I bought same product. So for that particular thing, I use this particular filtration where created date is equal to first purchase, and that's how we will find out the product. And then we will use not in, so we will exclude those product information, and that's how we will find the users who have made their other purchases but with a different product. So that was the question. It was quite tricky one, but with practice you will find out it easier to solve. And I'll bring other questions as well in next videos, and I'll also try to solve this particular question in pandas and share with you. So please subscribe the channel, like the video, and share it with your friends so they can also learn about it. And see you in the next video. Thank you.